Alright, hi everyone, Davis here, and we are back again with Joey. Viewers requests. Okay. Alright. Drawing art, digital art, digital artwork, art, just art. Streams, Twitch, okay, Twitch TV, and YouTube. Alrighty. So folks, I have to admit, I'm having fun. We're going to draw this. Yeah, reverse maid, was it, right? Yeah. It's actually our last request, which means after finishing this one fully, we'll actually need to... Yeah, we'll actually need to make a new poll for y'all. We'll actually need to make a poll for y'all. And hey, that's good, right? That's good. All of you will be able to request again your own pieces. And yeah, I just generally, you know, kind of rolling around. So the basic thing we're going to do is just going to be that reverse made, and again, requests are very specific. Some of them are getting colored, some of them are not getting colored. It's just kind of my call if I want to do them or not. For now, we've had King Boo, right, from a one of the viewer, and the second request that we've received was a reverse mermaid. And now the general concept is that we've had 3 in total, which was a Mozumi Pichi, which we've also finished. Let me find quickly. This is her. It was before we've... Well, I am slightly starting to pursue further and further my art style, so the shading seems a bit different than from King Boo, still, slightly. Of course, he's still looking a bit differently. There's a reason for that. We're going to make further steps here. But it's going to be... This is the third from the last poll. And to be fair, I don't know how to really pursue that poll, because the last one was done purely on... The last one was done purely on YouTube, you know, on the community posts. And the question is, how do I want to make another request poll, actually? Because Twitch doesn't really allow me for that, does it? Yeah, it doesn't really allow me for that. Also, let me do one thing. So basically I have the possibility to... So basically I am Twitch affiliate, right? So Twitch is allowing me to earn on ads. For those who don't want to do that and don't want to subscribe on Twitch, you can use Brave. It has built-in ad blocker, which works, and it works on YouTube too. I recommend this one, and I do recommend and I do want to I want to hold the ads, but Twitch is genuinely Twitch like blocked me from using it. It's literally looking like this. It's just grayed out, and I literally cannot click on it. So yeah, and yeah, if you translate it from Polish, it's going to be like stop advertisements, like hold advertisements, something like that, because it's supposed to like hold it for 5 minutes. I want to start holding the advertisements for first 5 minutes so people could join in, say hi, hello, right? Like have a normal conversation, like start actually understanding what's going on. So yeah, basically, right? Because I feel like being hit with advertisement right after joining the stream is really bad. I hate it. And I do feel like Twitch actually is supposed to do that automatically. Like every viewer that joins should be like protected from ads for first 10 to 15 minutes after joining the stream, no matter if the streamer turned it on or not. It should be like automatic protection from advertisements for every single viewer who just joined in. But they're cool, I guess. So reverse mermaid, right? It's just a fish with human legs. Yeah. All right. I mean, like that was a request. I'm going to comply with a request, I guess. Let's just, I don't know, maybe get something like that. So my general idea was to get a to make a reverse mermaid with like pantyhose or something, right? And like thick feminine legs. Oh, I can actually do a lot of good things here. No, I still like kind of get, so I wasn't really using Clip Studio Paint's 3D tools as much, so I don't really know how deep it goes, right? By the way, this is my very first model I've done for Clip Studio Paint, so yeah, I still learn. I still want to upgrade it, to be fair. Can I like change? Oh yeah, I can change the intensity of it. Okay. I'm going to turn off the cast shadows. Yeah, there's like ambient light intensity. Okay, whatever, I'm just going to do like this. So that's that, and basically that's going to be the fish head, so I'm not going to really be bothered with it. So let's do like 15, and I feel like I'm going to pull up like reference for a trout. Yeah. Good trout is not bad. Am I right or am I right? To be fair, I think a lot of reverse mermaids are actually based off of trouts. It's crazy. Okay. So yeah, alrighty. Let's get right in. So like I guess like this, right? It's just going to be like this. So actually folks from Twitch chat, right? Feel free to send your requests in the chat. Maybe let's do it like that, because I can't really, I can't really make a normal poll for Twitch people. Unless you are not on like YouTube, or you are not on a Discord, I can't really do like a normal poll for you. I can't really do that. Which sucks a lot. Because again, it's making it kind of difficult to make a fair split between y'all compared to like YouTube and stuff. So I am feeling kind of bad, because I am creating this like kind of unfair environment for the viewers, where for example Twitch users are not capable to partake in the poll, right? for the request. That's why I am going to allow you all to just write your requests in the chat today. Actually, I'm going to keep at it with until like this Friday. So feel free to send your requests in the chat. I'll be collecting them daily until Friday. Okay, I'm going to just pin this message until the end of the transmission. There you go. Yeah. So basically, the goal is that that I've pinned this, so y'all from Twitch will be able to actually see that. For YouTube, I'm going to like write that message. I'm going to try to write that message every day until Friday. Right, on Friday there's going to be the last call, right? And that'll be it. Hi Urged Cross, glad to have you here. Since this is the first time seeing, so hope you find the comfy corner here. I'm doing great. Just, catching up with last viewer request. Last poll was done strictly on YouTube, but now I want to like make it, for all viewers from, across the couple elements. Oh, requests? Yeah. Requests, I'm going to draw them on stream. I want to create like a list of them, and the goal is to just go through them. I want to like exchange a viewer I want to like draw some viewer requests while also working here and there on illustrations. I've got a bunch of ideas for illustrations for both anime characters and VTubers, but I want to also hear your requests, right? Like what you want me to draw. It's, just, it's a huge thing. Well, I could give you one of my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon OCs, especially since I found some silly posts from Twitter. Sure. I mean, if you're like capable to like send it somehow, links are on Twitch. Links are blocked because of the bots that are like sending links to like subscriber viewer buying services, which are just like hacks, bots, like generally like bad things that sent by bad people. If you have, for example, possibility to send it on Discord, you can do so too. To be fair, I've had this. I really wanted to do that thing. Oh no worries. They have like Discord. Yeah, I do. So also actually, yeah, that. So, there we have a Discord server. Let me. Expire never. Okay, generate a new link. Copy. Here's the link to Discord server. You can join it. You can write it actually even in idea chest. So we have like a request channel in idea chests sector. There's also like a bunch of stuff. If you like draw yourself, you can also like share your artworks on Art Critics if you want some like if you want some insight on your artworks or just like art exposure. You can just post it on the other channel for art, the art exhibit. There's a difference because on art exhibit people are not going to give you any tips. Some people don't want this, right? I want to also create this like a lot of people. How to say this? There's like a group of people that post things and like say like, oh, what do you think? But for example, they don't expect people to actually go ballistics and give them actual advices. They expect people to give them some just like some compliments. That's why also the art exhibit is done, because if someone actually wants genuine criticism on their artworks, and receive tips. That's what the art critics is for. If you don't feel good with people giving you any insights or talk about your artwork in any criticism way, you can throw it on art exhibit, because just sometimes you have lows, right? We have ups and downs, and sometimes you just feel very vulnerable for things like that. It's very healthy to know how to differentiate between those two things. That's why two separate channels for that too. So yeah, I just want, I just want people to feel comfortable among, all the possibilities. Oh yeah, you can send your request there. You can, if you, alright, I'm in the server. In this channel, do I send the refs? It's in hashtag requests. I'm even going to drop it. Here. It also, in general, if just send the direct link, if you click on that hashtag request there, you should be able to be pushed on the server towards the channel. Can't wait, can't wait. So yeah, I'm going to also go top to bottom on the list. So who's first? The first post, first serve, right? This kind of thing. So people wouldn't feel kind of bad that, oh, why their request was processed first, because they send it faster, right? So since you are posting first, you are most likely going to be drawn first on the next stream too. So yeah, and yeah, you can post your references, or just some people can just write just whatever they want. It's I'm all down for everything. Dan, what do you think? Okay, let me check. What do I think? Okay. Oh shoot. I see it might be a bit considered into some specific way, considerably for certain sexual preferences. I don't think my direct direct drawing would be for that sake. But well, I'll check, but I'll contact you on the in the DMs when I'll look more further into that one, if that's alright. Alrighty, can't wait. I just drop a follow. Alrighty, thank you. I need to change that leg. Hey, how are we feeling today? How are we feeling today? In general, are we working on something? So actually today we're also going to play Lego Batman. First of the 3 gaming streams actually this week that I've planned, because I want, like, I think if I remember, yeah, I've been doing nicely. I also just finished a few attacks on art fight. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm not really. I don't really understand the art fights. Also, I'm really slow in drawing. I really like to draw in quality than quantity. That's why it's always taking me some time to draw. I know that changes like that need some time, because I remember art fights are actually kind of timed, right? You have some time to respond to the attack, I assume. Like on most, I could probably make like some fast sketch and that would be it, to be fair. Again, but again, I don't really understand the art fights, right? Because in general, I could be wrong, and actually, art fights are totally not like that, right? But what did you draw on the art fight? I wonder. Hi Zagaga, over here. How are you? How's it going? How have you been? Good day, sir. I thought you'd say hello there, so I could say General Kenobi. Damn. Theater? Yeah. I have break between meetings. Oh, I see, I see. Damn, meetings. To be fair, I'm glad I don't have to take part in meetings right now. Although I'm still waiting for like response for the thing, you know. I'm still waiting for that contact from the team leader. Too bad they said that they don't know when they are going to resume after finding the first person, because like it's sure that they wanted to hire 2 people on the same position. The problem was actually in the fact that they need to introduce the person. You can draw nice legs too. Yeah. Oh my. So yeah, that's the that's the thing. Like they need to introduce that person to the position, and then they are going to resume. I just prefer these to the VTuber style stick legs. Hell yeah. Yeah, you know. So yeah, yeah. Like I have to say, like I've been recently playing around with a lot of like thickness around the characters, because here's the thing, like I really have this like thing that I like fixate, like I genuinely fixate on like one proportion. I don't do variety of characters. Like for example, I don't do characters with smaller chests, mid chests, or bigger chests. I just go for like one size. Same for legs, arms, or generally like weight, just body type, right? it's like I'm not making enough of variety between the characters, but I think it's actually very healthy to make the variety between characters, to make some characters chubby, some characters, just, heftier than chubby, plus size, right? Some skinny characters, muscular characters, chubby look. I mean, yeah, like I do. So like, for at first I thought like, okay, I don't really, because like I know that it might be amongst like very specific like. Have you seen the Discord? Yes, yes. Like we've been talking like it's urged cross actually, right? Like we've been talking about this, and I was actually I am pondering drawing the request because I know it's like ads. Okay. Oh my. Because it's like, among like some certain preferences, but genuinely it would actually fit into kind of what I want to achieve, which is like difference between the characters, right? It's like I'm pondering the opportunity to actually do that. But yeah, ads. That's yeah. Already over. Okay. So yeah, in like general concept, like I just feel like, okay, it's just like chubby character, right? A character, an opportunity to like break from that, routine, thing. But on the other hand, like for example, I feel like it could be taken for me drawing certain types of artworks like NSFWs, like reaching for specific like sexual preferences, right? So that's kind of a mm, that's kind of a thing. Like I'm torn between like, you know, I'm torn between what should I be doing, because I don't have any problem with drawing that. I had commissions related to similar preferences, right? But um, it's just the shtick that I don't know if it could be good for YouTube and generally like streaming side of the whole concept. And it's like, requests connected with this whole streaming thing. Mm, yeah, like I hate the fact, because like here's the thing: if you draw, if even if you draw like feet way too well, then YouTube can actually also attack you for that, just for drawing like too good feet, right? Which is already like a bit of a iffy, because like, come on, like someone just spend enough time to learn how to draw like something that a lot of artists have issues with. Why artists is being punished for that, right? Same for like drawing like different like body types. YouTube can also like highlight you as something, malicious kind of, right? That's my general concept, my general fear. Like I don't want to be flagged by YouTube. Um, that, that's why I just, yeah, it's very difficult this decision when it comes to requests like this, especially for someone who looks for an opportunity. To be fair. Because I don't think Twitch YouTube will attack you for basically every pose you make. I don't even think Twitch has actually good moderation. Twitch, yeah, but YouTube has the bot who doesn't understand certain things. The latter thing might just because I don't notice it much. Yeah, you're right, Urge. It might be the thing. YouTube, Twitch might actually let it slide, because again, it's just going to be like just drawing plus size character, for example, right? Which is just inclusive, right? And something that I would just want to do, like I want to be inclusive for different types of body, right? Because I also find it more interesting when the characters are different, right? I like when characters are not like all pulled up out from like some Greek mythology where everyone is like jacked and stuff. Like, it makes no sense. I heard of Picarto, which is basically Twitch but less stricter. Yeah, but inclusive for goodness who like bro. Not really. Like, here's the thing. Like, I just want, for example, I want to just draw the characters who I just don't want to constantly draw over and over again the same thing. I like when I was drawing realism, I was drawing a lot of like different body types, right? Because that was like realistic way to go for it. And when I went to anime, every anime is the same. Like, you don't have differences between that. Like, there was this anime with an elf, but I think it wasn't like, you know, the thing, right? I am also not saying like, oh, boo-hoo, we all should go woke because people of certain body type are not like properly included into media. Like, I'm also not saying that. I just say that I feel like drawing something like that from every now and then is just healthy for you as an artist, because it's allowing you to just stretch your wings and go over the your comfort zone to include just more problematic portions, because also it's going to help you with understanding some other things, right? So for example, chubby character is going to give you the same, like, for example, is going to give you some more idea how the cloth is going to like wrap around body, because you'll like start noticing that, oh, okay, so like if this goes around like plus size character, it would go around the thinner characters differently, right? That's also what I mean. It's like all about the purposes of like finding the additional meaning behind like knowledge, right? For art. That's the whole idea, whole concept behind that, right? And but again, Twitch is not really that strict, and for example, it would let it slide because I've seen Twitch streamers doing this. But YouTube doesn't have that for a reason, and the reason is because YouTube actually is going to take a lot of things out of the blue, because they don't have actual human moderation. They don't. All of that is done by a bot who's stupid. That's that, right? So that's the conundrum between like how much media changed the way how artists have to now draw people in general, because like even if you are not doing anything in NSFW category, it still might be taken for such thing, right? That's the whole shtick, which I feel like it's genuinely hurting artists. Like, for example, also the artistic nudity that Twitch was trying to do. And the problem was that artistic nudity turned into bots making like strict NSFW content on Twitch. That's why it was taken from the artists, instead of Twitch fighting with those things and banning people for that, and actually like explaining like, hey, it's for the artistic nudity, and artistic nudity is not inclusive for that specific thing. Well, all you said extrapolates to my previous statement. Yeah, maybe. But, you know, maybe even like it might not be necessarily like the character and concept of it, but for example the pose that might be taken for like generally taken for the whole concept of it, right? That might what be like pushing the thing towards like NSFW, for example, right? In that general area. But like, yeah, again, I just have to like ask around people that would have a bit better understanding of the of all like the internet rules and stuff. Why would they restrict those arts which are just as explicit if they don't assume why people want to see it? Because it's like all rolling around the certain NSFW concept, right? Like, for example, YouTube bot is fed certain content because it's like AI, right? So YouTube AI bot that is flagging people for that content is fed this content to know what they are looking for. So if they are going around, they are not going to like look for that specific thing. They are going to just throw anything, like any plus size, anything plus size. Of course, they are not going to like go for like just plus size, content creator, right? So they wouldn't be banned, but there are specific aspects that this bot is going to look for to flag it as explicit content, right? So yeah. Hi Ren, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping how's going? I think good, doing good. There's just like we have. Is the head just a fish? Yes, because it's reverse mermaid, so it's like fish with human legs. So yeah, we're just talking about the conundrum of how YouTube would, how like YouTube or generally streaming platforms would consider certain things connected with a connected with like certain requests would look into, and if they would flag my channels basically as the whole thing, right? Because we have a plus size character as a request from the new thing, right? From the new poll. YouTube people are going to receive the poll after the stream. Or you can go to Discord directly and place the request directly. But yeah, like what would call like the general like worry is like what would be genuinely thrown into the whole NSFW understanding of plus size characters, right? In terms of what's explicit and what not. New idea, mermaid, a horse wearing French maid. Okay, that's actually that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, it's difficult to be a content creator on platforms, like especially like when you're an artist, because you draw feet too well, they are going to say that, oh, you are drawing like, and you're like fit person, you're like drawing NSFW for fit people. Like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be true, you just know how to draw feet. That's that. You draw hands too much and people are going too well, and people are going to say that you're going for hands. Like, I just have like, I have to say it's really like messed up that no matter what you do, you're like you constantly have to like circle around like What the issue with hands? There is an SFW for hands. There is for that. It is a form of a, you know, deviation like that. You know what I mean? Why haven't I heard of it? No idea. Just say why you looking at it so much. You into it? So basically, we've received a So to explain further, we've received a request, which is a plus size character that is like, what if you draw furries too good? Then people are just going to say that you're a furry and you are drawing furries and furry NSFWs. You know, like it's just going to like circle all around. Even if you draw animals too much, like even if you draw animals too well, they are still going to claim you're a furry and you are, you know, secretly drawing furry NSFW. Like that's the whole concept, right? Well, yeah. So Ren, to get you a bit deeper into the thing, we've basically received a request for a plus size character that is going to have a stance that might be considered NSFW. You can see it in requests on Discord because I know you are in the thing. Oh, I know what Chubby Lugia reminds me of. Yeah, because yeah, it's just generally going to be like Chubby, those aeromorphs. Oh, like the like plane people. Okay, I see what you mean, and I hate that I know what that means. Yeah, so basically that's the thing. And I wonder if like, and the thing is that like I have to protect myself from certain like I have to protect myself from certain directions, and I have to protect myself from the guidelines that might be unintentionally broken, because I still want to like, I've talked about this already some time ago, that I want to draw characters that are going to be of a different weight and generally like different body build, right? So basically just draw like different types of character. Yay, it is the internet, everything goes into that direction somehow. Yeah. So the thing is how I can fulfill that request without it going to those directions. And like I could for potentially draw a character, I could draw potentially DLC just in different pose that wouldn't be, and that wouldn't be considered for that, right? Because I feel like the pose is going to play a huge role in that. But the whole request actually like requested that specific thing. So now the question is how I want to go about it, right? And I'm saying this openly, right? I'm talking about this openly because I don't want to like people to think that I'm like non-inclusive for certain things, for certain directions, for certain body builds or anything. Devi, yeah. So like yeah, that's the whole concept. Because I feel like I haven't really the fact that the 3D model is there, and if you put the upper body there, it creates a completely different picture. Okay, there. Yeah, see, like that's already the thing, right? Like, okay, I'm look like giant PP. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh my. I think I have to like make separate. I have to like sit down a little bit and make like separate request rules that are going to like attempt to include all the possibilities, but also exclude unsafe elements. Third peak pose is something, but if you turn it into kind of a funny way, yeah. That's the thing, right? Or I just have too vivid imagination, have two cans of energy drink inside me because next meeting is in 10 minutes. Oh, ads again. Damn. Also, two energy drinks. Damn. Yeah, and the third peak is the like requested pose, right? Turn it into something funny, funny way. I have to ask a friend or even two because I have friends. One is actually a manager for a VTuber or even two VTubers, and basically he might be able to like give me an advice regarding how I could go around it. Because again, like I want to be inclusive, right? I don't want to like push away certain ideas, but I might need to just protect the channel, right? That's why I have to like ask him. I mean, my post, for example, most surely isn't explicit stuff. Just a chubby looking lifting the belly after all. Both silly and even cute. Yeah, but some would call it already an NSFW for chubby people. You know, like I understand the point of view, right? Like I just understand it because I see the point of view. Hiking glitch, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? I think it's another time that I see you here, but I'm still going to say that I hope you'll find a comfy corner here because I think I haven't seen you in a long while. So, how have you been? So yeah, you know that's the whole thing. Like I understand the point of view, but also there's like secondary point of view, right? That and because like that might be the thing that might be in the YouTube's bot, but you can't really say, you know, because it's not like anything explicit. What if you make it look like he's eating all? That might also be that might also be considered an SFW. Like that's the problem, you know. Like that's the issue because like yeah, again, eating what? Yeah. Okay, let's leave it for after the stream. I'll reach out to that friend of mine, and I guess I'll just give my decision directly. Like I'm just going. At this point, everything is yes. I mean, Rule 34 is a thing for a reason, I guess. But you know what would be funny? Yeah, like this drawing getting banned. Yeah, that would be really freaking funny. Like that would be fish hook with $1 as a bait. Ooh. To be fair, at this point, it's going to be like a freaking tattoo material. Yeah. Difficult life of an artist. But King Glitch, how have you been, huh? How have you been? I do think I've seen you around already, maybe even a couple times. So how have you been? I guess I haven't seen in a long while. I have really bad memory. I remember just people who have been like for like in a row for a really long time. I just always associate heels. Yeah. Imagine. Look. Look. Why the purple heart when you said blue? And we are talking about like fish stripper. Oh my. Also, I shouldn't be saying that actually because YouTube can get me for that word, the S word. Just that is enough for them to get me. Difficult life of an artist. Like damn. Wait, King Glade. I just realized the fish is wearing shoes. Yeah, it is. I mean, to be fair, someone might like look at this and still say, "Okay, that's hot." So I think I'm just overreacting with couple things. But I think it's like internet that broke me. I think I'm way too chronically online for all of that to like, let me like just operate normally. So hey, King Glitch, how have you been, buddy? No matter what you draw, there is always someone who would. Yeah, yeah, good. Glad to hear. King Glitch. Wait, King Glitch, are you that king but you've changed your nickname? Did I remember correctly now? It'll be cool if I do. Okay, hold on. I need to like this. No? Oh, okay. Sorry then. Because we've had a viewer who was called Dead King actually. Of the meeting, be good. Be good, Zaga. Good luck on meeting. Don't throw anyone out of the window through the screen. Poor guy. Dealing with his job. It good. Okay. You know what would be funny? If I would actually also use a catfish for it. Oh my. But alright, we're going to keep this as just grayscale, I guess. Just a sketch, I guess. Yeah. So this one is done. Okay. And here we go with the last beat. I will be done with the request. So yeah, like some are going to be colored, some are not, some are just going to be left like, in this form, just, flat gray with sketch, and I'm going to call it a day. It all depends on like, on the artwork. If it's like something that I'm just going to feel like really, uh, you know, really accustomed to, maybe I could, draw it. But yeah. So yeah, folks. It was a very specific talk. I mean, it was really good talk actually about, how world is kind of like running around, with everything, how it would kind of like how difficult it is kind of to be an artist on the internet, because no matter what you do, it's just going to be thrown into an SFW bucket and that's it. And they're going to like put that sticker on your forehead, right? 10 out of 10. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Like that's the main problem actually with kind of with the internet. Like we are not really pursuing the like the very basic concept of like just people join whatever, right? Because back in the days, I doubt it was like any sort of like split between things. Like artists were just painting whatever they saw, and most of the times, you know, a lot of people were just suffering from famine, so they were just portrayed this way and not the other. But if someone was old and had a really wrinkly face, that was that. If someone was chubbier, they were just portrayed chubbier. There was like no fear behind that. I really feel like back in the days people were much more free into what they can draw. Because nowadays if you go on the internet and you post your drawing, if your style is not like the very basic one that you see on the internet, you are not taken for the consideration. If you draw a certain portion of the body way too good, they are going to think that you have a kink for something. If you are going to draw things like placed in a certain things or focused around certain things, they are going to think that that the drawing is like connected to certain kink, and that's it. The problem is that it's not very inclusive towards the artist's freedom, right? Because like if I'm going to for example, I wanted to draw that Lapras as a human last time, right? Chubby character too. Do I have it somewhere here? No. Do I have somewhere that Blastoise I wanted to draw? No. Okay. Whatever. So basically, like we would have that, that artwork of like chubby Blastoise that we drew, right? And I did receive like a DM comment regarding that, saying that, like, dude, I thought you are no, it was like quote unquote like, dude, I thought you are normal. Why you are like, are you really into this? Like, I didn't know like the kinks. Yeah, like I was so confused at first because of that message, because I thought that I didn't really draw anything like that. And at this point, I think like some people are also like going overboard with certain things. I really do. Like genuinely, just normal things can be now turned into NSFWs or taken as NSFWs, and that's kind of scary, because soon you won't be able to draw a character that wouldn't be like, fully covered women, just because if you even like show shoulders or ankles on the character, is going to be thrown into NSFW at this point. Like, like I think like we're really going into that direction, and it's kind of sad to look where we are going. Yeah, we'll see. I'll ask around if that's going to like cause any any distortion on YouTube or Twitch or any in general on any platform, and check if I would be advised against it or anything, because I see it as a good opportunity to break from like same body thing, because to be fair, it wouldn't be that much different than this. Like I drew Raora like this, right? Because it was like a pin for Big Cat, right? That she was saying. So the question is like, where is it like, because, and no one said anything about this, right? Like no one said that it's like kinky or anything to like connected with the king, right? So the question is it genuinely like about certain threshold, or is it like just because like, you know, something, right? Or that I drew already that, you know, Blastoise previously and people are like, oh, okay, like, you know, because it's literally very similar posed, just different like direction, and I guess like the character's weight, you know, is slightly lower, but it's genuinely the same in the concept. So that's the like also another like question that I would have for that friend of mine. Like, would it be anywhere around it, you know? Would it be anywhere around it, or would it be in any way, shape, or form, like, you know, just pushed somewhere, you know? Because like I have a lot of pros. Yeah, I have like a lot of pros, like considering that I already did something very similar. Okay, I guess the sooner I'll end the stream, the sooner I'll be able to ask, instead of like just, you know, me being, you know, in the like, you know, thrown into the middle of the forest without any map. And we'll see if I'll be able to just, you know, do something about it. To just have normal artistic life, basically. Because like at this point, yeah. Okay, so yeah, folks, thank you all. Remember to send your requests, right? Discord, YouTube, wherever you feel better on sending your requests. You see that I am trying to include everything, like regardless of stuff, because again, like I feel like this is something for us, right? Like something that would kind of like bring like a little bit more connection between, like, you know, creator to a viewer, and basically like allow me to do some artworks that you would want to see, right? I also don't want I'm kind of also thinking like maybe just requests would be left for the consideration also for the viewers directly. Like viewers would also vote, you know, for the drawings, and if we're going to reach certain threshold in, like, you know, yay or nay, would that like allow us to also like roll around this whole thing to secure, like, you know, the inclusiveness that, oh, okay, so like just viewers don't want to see that or something. But I feel like if we're going to do that, I'm not going to have enough reactions regarding that, and in the end, I'm just going to be left with, like, you know, most of the requests left without any kind of reaction. So yeah, I just I for requests, I'm still trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like for requests, I'm still trying to figure it out, because what I should consider a request, what I shouldn't consider a request, how far I can push things, how many of those requests I can take, right? So, or like what kind of requests I can take. That's like all kind of like rolling around, you know. So yeah, I guess we'll see. So folks, again, leave your requests. I'm going to soon post things on YouTube, like post the post on YouTube that we have another request character poll. Like, go on, give me your character, throw your request. You can either like push it on Discord with, like, you know, reference photos or whatever, or like other stuff, but always feel free to just push it this or other way. So yeah, as always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care, and bye.